Yep, leave that curtain open. Welcome in, welcome in. Hello, Annie. Well, you gotta get out and about to be active. We have had a pretty low-key day today. Not much of anything. One camera on me, one camera on the UFO. How was your day? Yeah, a little bit more. That laying around getting kind of boring. Hello, Bible. Well, that's good. You guys need all the warmth you can get out there. How was your Sunday been? I think it's supposed to be up to 85 tomorrow here. I don't know why this thing keeps moving so much. Hello, Datora. How are you? Hot Wheels and Matchbox. Are you a collector of miniature cars, Bible? Okay, Travis, we'll just see you later, man. Sunday night must be the, what are you guys called, trolls or bots? Welcome in, welcome in. I've heard the Tangerine Man the Rubber Band Man. Of course, nobody can see the comments, so I'm the only one. I do. I still got one of those suitcases somewhere. Holds about 24. Yeah, I think it was 12 and 12 with a little, like a zipper flap. Hello, Awesome Cyrus. How are you doing? Another beautiful day here today. No complaints whatsoever. We did get out and try to move around a little bit. Hello, Justin. Pretty sore. And it does hurt to, thank you very much. I picked you up last night, is that correct? Justin, and Bible Radio is another guy you could follow. They'll follow you back. Hang around here for a bit and we'll get the crowd rolling through and we'll start posting some names up there. Always say hello to everyone and follow everyone in the room. TV Smasher. Welcome back, welcome back. You didn't stay too long last night. Hey, no big deal, man. At least you popped in and said hello and hit that thumbs up. That's all we can ask for. And we do appreciate each and every second you spend with us. Actually, a little bit of a breeze here tonight in Ohio. Felt like it may be come a little rainstorm, but the sky is clear. Well, you're the only one talking. Once people are in the room, but once they don't comment for like 2 minutes or something like that, it changes my number. But they're here. We got several here. Several more on the way. Welcome in, folks. Welcome in. Say hello to everybody. That way they know you're here. Everybody tell where you're from tonight. Northwest Ohio for myself. Yes, we do. We actually had one last night come through. I know there at work, we used to have some groundhogs right outside the office, and the other morning when I went in, I seen two skunks hanging out there. Hello, Kelly. Welcome in, welcome in. We got a lot of little four-legged critters running around here. Seems like the closer to the wintertime it gets, the more you see. All right, TV, thank you for that thumbs up, my friend. Thanks for stopping in. Hello, Kelly. How are you tonight? He's probably in a rush to go smash some TVs tonight. That used to be in almost every rock and roll video out there. Somebody had to smash a TV or smash a guitar. Hello, Falcon. Welcome. How's your nights doing over there? This is pretty much what it's going to be for the next 30 days till I get to feeling a little bit better. Get back out on the highway again. Good to hear, good to hear. We have been capturing some drones flying over here a lot lately. They are telling us that the government is flying drones out, but I don't know why they would want to be over this town. But I got one on camera as we speak. Crazy, I'm telling you. I tried to get out here just earlier, but it has been in that one spot since about 8:30 since I've been out here. And then about 10, it just heads north. Yeah, I seen they're working on a new Star Wars movie right now. Me too. I can remember that. I did. What year did you say that came out? Yeah, I graduated 8th grade in 79, so we had the theater there until I was in the 10th grade, and then they tore it down. Well, they gutted it. They didn't tear it down, but the last movie they played there was a movie called Phantasm. I'm going to flip this around here for you, show you what I'm looking at here, folks. Now here is my other camera, and this light is way up there. You can't really see it, but it's stationary as the time being. It has little lights flickering around it. As you can see, it's changing colors. That light will stay there till about 10 o'clock and then heads straight north. So I don't know what they got that can fly and be in one place for 2 or 3 hours and then continuously keep moving with, I know a lot of the drones are pretty well limited on battery. I don't know if Falcon can shed a little light on that, but I know most of the drones we had overseas, you could take off and come back to the same spot, but we did not have them up there for hours at a time. Are we still there, Bible? And here comes our trains. Hello, camperman. Welcome in, folks. Say hello. Keep the chatter rolling. Double tap that screen. Hit those thumbs up if you like. Tell us where you're from. Tell us how the weekend went for you. Hello, Mr. Kegley, how are you? Thank you for the subscribe and the comments. How was your Sunday, Ben? And how is the great state of Maine today? I've been wanting to play that game, but I'm not really very good at Frisbee. So I don't know if I can throw a heavier plastic disc any better than I can a Frisbee, but people tell me it's a lot of fun and good exercise. Most of the parks we go to nowadays have those Frisbee golf in. Do you think majority of the people enjoy that? We kind of get mixed reviews. They kind of wanted to put one in our little park, but a lot of people complain that that it kind of took all the space up. You know, because we're on like a 4-mile straight stretch with probably room to go one way. But anything outdoors is always great. I tried to push for some pickleball courts. I thought would be a lot more funner because there's a lot more of the older folk in there, older than me even. Thank you for the thumbs up. Yeah, I do too. But here we got one place to play it, and it's 2 courts, and it's very, very crowded. Of course, it's at the YMCA, so hasn't really caught on that much here, but it should. Very enjoyable, especially in the wintertime when you can't get outside. Something I look forward to doing again this winter. I also like horseshoes, and yeah, we have the reigning world champion here in town, so that's pretty cool. Hello, Falcon. Thanks for hanging out. Welcome in, folks. We just got a new thumbs up. Thank you very much for that. It is very nice here. I think it is 69 degrees right now, so it's pretty great. Another 85 tomorrow, maybe. Rain's still holding off, so it's getting pretty dry. Leaves are falling, the grass is dying, so I think we'll have a short fall. Pretty sure you guys get the early fall and the winter way before us. Up through Pennsylvania, upper New York. I can smell the smoke on the wind, so somebody's got a little fire going tonight. Crazy. Hello, Doctor Who. We are back on Light Patrol here. Hello, Charles. Finally got a notification. Hey, not a problem, not a problem. Turn it back on. Had to walk. You chose to walk. That's a good thing. Charles, my light is going crazy up there again tonight in the sky, but been up there for 42 minutes that I've seen it so far. Did your watch make you walk and tell you to get it moving? There you go. Charles, did you pick up Mr. Kegley there last night? I think you did. Good deal, good deal. We want to try to boost him up there and get him all we can get. Still get a lot of people in that don't want to chat. That's pretty cool. They would just tell us hello and where they're from. That would be great also. And the other camera keeps kicking out. Half hawk, half man. Well, welcome in, welcome in. Yes, sir, I'm out on the back deck right now. Where are you from, half hawk, half man? We appreciate that. We like the peaceful people here on Earth. Seattle, Washington. We've had a couple from Washington, but not too many pop in from there. I think the last time I was in Seattle, somebody had graffitied half the buildings in that town. That was probably what? 85, 86 maybe? My hiking hoodie, man, especially at nighttime. Believe it or not, the last company that I had, when I run a tow motor, I had to wear this. Like, they couldn't see the tow motor well enough that I had to wear this hoodie while I was on it. So, kind of crazy. OSHA, OSHA, OSHA. I hear now they got them with blinking lights on their hat. Story, I have no story. I'm making a new story. Every day is a new chapter. We are called Out and About with M&D. We do hiking, camping, travel. Loving the outdoors, man. Retired twice already. Got about 3 more years for another one. Nope, we had that last night, Falcon. I have 9 children, 10 grandkids. I've had a great life as up to now. Retired military, retired factory, retired from my own business. Yeah, I think we're gonna hang out, and I thought maybe Wednesday night we'd do another one, Falcon, but definitely next weekend. Absolutely. Absolutely. They just get out and walk a mile in someone else's shoes, they would realize a lot more things out there. That is true, that is true. I can't really see too much west there, Charles. That's all toward the city, and it's all pretty well lit up. But I am facing almost directly north right now. And the city's that way, and it's lit up pretty great. Well, believe it or not, when I was in Afghanistan, we would rendezvous up somewhere on top of a mountain overnight, and it was nothing but open spaces and a billion stars. On the quiet nights, very peaceful. I'm way more at peace outdoors than in a crowd of two. Any more than two is a crowd for me anymore. Yes. What's it been, Charles? Uh, 15 years now? 16? 16 years, I believe, was when we came back in '09. Well, I think the most scariest things I've ever encountered anywhere is people. It's the people. It's not the wild animals and the unknown out there. Most things happen out there as not yet, Ben, but we're looking every time we go out. Most things that I know some are unexpected, but some are you get challenged by, but usually they have people involved. I was telling them all last night, we just received a few boxes today, so we got a couple things we need to set up, demonstrate, and do reviews on. Hopefully by this weekend we will get them out there and give them a test try in the wilderness. That is true, Doctor Who, that is true. We have caused 99% of our own problems. Unfortunately, I used to be a police officer too. So Doctor Who, you're ready for your next full week of work. I'd say everything my mother and father done was the kindest things. I've met a few nice people along the way. I've had a few dinners bought, a few free cups of coffee, I guess. I mean, I don't go out looking for it. I don't participate in all these free veteran giveaways they have every year or special holidays, but I do my best. For the most part, we hope that works out, but it doesn't always do that for everyone. It was a lot of times right now you got a lot of these mothers that are out there working full-time jobs, and you have stay-at-home fathers, but oh yeah, 3 weeks down there was pretty great too, Charles. Several times, yes. I'm pretty sure I've actually seen it happen to someone, but we don't talk about religion, politics, war. We try to keep it pretty open here and simple. Now I've got lights coming from the lights. So weird. I've pretty much known that I would never do that. I mean, it's bad enough that they know they're wrong. And we've had quite a few instances where some of our own people got more than they deserved, and some got less. That is crazy, but oh, absolutely. But I see a lot of things wrong with this world, you know. You got nothing to do with the veterans, but you know, you got people who draw a disability and could work for a living. You know, we got our own homeless people on the streets, but we send billions of dollars to other countries. Uh, Way over my head, and I'm not in charge of any of it, and nothing we can do about it. Small time, people. I'm small time. I just have my own opinions, which I do keep to myself. I try to answer all questions and be honest, but I don't want to be the guy who sits there and says, I'm not going to answer that, I'm not going to answer that. I just tell you, try not to ask them to start with. Now we're on video, baby. There's a lot of wrong out there in this world, and actually so much of it right now that people are so used to it that they don't care. Most people find it easier to look away than to help out. Well, I don't think we should scoop them up, you know. I mean, there's people out there that are, as you say, mentally ill, uh, and have reasons that they are out there, you know, be it bad fate or whatever. But then again, you have lots of people that are homeless who choose to be homeless. That's that's a lifestyle, kind of like, you know, off-gridders. People want to be off-grid. They want to be away from bills and hookups to the world. Same way with the homeless. My mental health is great. Everybody, I guess, adapts or don't adapt in different situations. Pretty sure no one has ever told me I'm crazy except for my kids. Maybe a few close friends. I hear voices all the time. It's usually my wife, but no, I'm good to go. Thank you. That is true, Charles. I know where you're at. Not yet, man, but I'm telling you, I can see lights spinning around it. I just seen a plane come through the... Hello, Zoe. How are you? How was Illinois tonight? I just seen a plane go by it, and on the thing here, hello from Russia. How are you? Do I say Dima? That's right, man. We know who our friends are. But on the video, it took about a second to go by. In the sky up there, it took quite a while. And I only have a 30 power zoom on the video. We are doing great, Zoe. How are you and little sister doing? And all we need is a good cup of coffee. I'm telling you, it's been what, day 3? Yes. Day 3 of being off, and I'm already going crazy. How's school, Zoe? Everything working out great? Lots of new friends, your senior year there? You're probably ready to graduate already. Absolutely not. I don't know what we're getting at here, Half Hawk Man, but lots of other questions we could be talking about here. Good job, Zoe. Senior portrait's already been taken, I guess. And as far as medications, I don't even take aspirin. Whoop, my camera kicked off again. Half the time this light looks like a big giant clock. Like Flava Flav. Flava Flav. Thank you for the thumbs up. Little sister home tonight? Is she gonna get involved in on the live? Yeah, boy. That's kind of like that one show, The Bachelor. I wouldn't care if they never had another one of those shows on. But it might be a good 1 month, Charles, of relaxing fishing time. I hope it don't take longer than that. But we did find out today it's very sore to walk for a long period of time, so I'm hoping a good week that will change. Get me back into at least a mile or 2 mile. And my little light is starting to move. That's what somebody else used to tell me. He said, you sound like one of those radio guys. And I would take it. I always wanted to be a underwear model for Kmart. Down home cooking. Yep, that's what we're in this for, man. Hopefully when the reviews and the commercials hopefully start rolling in pretty soon. Yeah, I would do a Metamucil commercial. I'd be like that, what is that old guy? Yul Givens? Who's the guy who used to eat the bark on the trees all the time? Yeah, I just wanted to be the guy in the sales ads, either standing there in a pair of underwear or the hunting the hunting specials that come out where you're standing around in a fake cabin or a fake tent with a cup of coffee with a clean flannel shirt on. That's why my wife won't go to a movie with me anymore, because I catch and grab onto all the things that's wrong and start pointing them out. She's like, shut up. Well, we were supposed to go as construction engineers, but we ended up being route clearance package. So we led the way. We cleared the roadways, the trails, the fields, everything we drove through, the ditch lines. We all started out as 12 Bravo, combat engineers, baby. Build those bridges and then blow them up. That's the good old days, right, Charles? Back in the 80s, that was the, no. Back in the 80s, that was the only job that actually had a paid enlistment, was 12 Bravos. I think what they give me, $2,000 to join up back in 1982. A lot of money back then. Straight out of high school, straight to basic. Probably the same as everybody else who was 17 years old there. I never could win the buffer rodeo. Uh, I don't know. I enjoyed it. Good training. If you know what the buffer rodeo is, you'll understand. I think I made it about 5 weeks before they even knew my name. Me too. I think we graduated like May 30th, and I went June 6th. So I got a little over a week. I know I cut my hair completely off and went to the pool every day for a week. Tried to get my head tanned. Come in handy too. We lost a few, my friend. We lost a few. And not one shooting star tonight. We'll see you later, YouTube AJ. Take care of him, Charles. Vertical screen, Sunday night children. We were just talking last night, what was it? How long it had been since we had no trolls? They got nothing nice to say, they can say it to their mother, because evidently it's their fault. Well, I don't know. From comets hitting the earth and melting the glaciers, I heard this place used to be pretty cold at one time. Welcome in, folks, welcome in. Charles, you're back to your original job now. It's been a while, huh? But it is Sunday night. Kids are back in school. I did know that, yes. Charles, did you block him completely? Because he tried to bring back another one. Dooby-doo, dooby-doo, dooby-doo. Yeah, I'll top. Charles, I got like on the messenger tab there, I got like 5 different categories now since we got I got like paid members, regular members, and don't Google what. What did I miss? Closest to Africa? I would say Washington. I watched the rain down in Africa. Maine? You just said that because we got someone from Maine in here. Mr. Kegley still here from Maine. Did he know that? Charles, my star is starting to move up there. Oh, I'll take your word for that. I probably couldn't name 5 continents now. And I know they're all still there. If you guys happen to see Camperman in the room, please look him up and give him a follow. He needs about 8 more people to go live. How many people you got with you there? Half Hawk? How many subscribers you got? 13. Well, you're on your way. Well, that's cool. If it wasn't for the smart people, the slower people wouldn't get by. You guys make it easy. You sub to who there? There you go, Half Hawk. You got your new subscriber there, Camperman. Please give the guy a follow back. We like to build everyone's channels here. That poor cat. Thank you, Camper. A beautiful night out here, man. And I'm going to whisper this, Charles, but we've only had one train come through. Well, I don't know what knuckle draggers are, but Neanderthals, is that what you were saying? Not tonight, man. It's a beautiful night out here tonight. Last night with the fire, they were biting on people, but not tonight. Everybody out there needs something from someone else. Charles, are you here? That is true. Keep them busy, Charles. I'm going for a cup of Java. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. That and the heart. You let somebody break your heart, you're guaranteed to go back and have it done again. That hits the spot, Charles. It's a little early, but we got the Christmas cups out already. I used to have a sweater look just like this. Eight people in the room, say hello, say hello. Hit those thumbs up, guys. Keep the chatter rolling. That is true. Well, I don't know about all that, but I've been a lot happier without money than I have with money. I have found that if you need something, just work for it. It will come. And if you never get it, you probably didn't need it to start with. Keeping the Merrimack cans clean, Charles. You've had your breakfast already, Falcon? Hello, Barry. You know what, Barry, I'd just rather you keep your racist comments to yourself and go somewhere else. But thanks for dropping the comment. That's one more boost toward the sharing. So we'll see you later. You know exactly what I'm talking about. A lot of these people act like they're 5 years old in here. Well, I never tried to be something that I wasn't. If they didn't like me for who I am, then they didn't really need to like me. Not yet. That comes around December time, Barry. It's never too early for breakfast, Falcon. You know that. Welcome in, folks. Welcome in. Hit those thumbs up. Nothing wrong with a little Irish coffee. And you just eat when you get a chance, or you told me I think once you guys rotate, so everybody have a little break in there somewhere. But keeping your eye on the sky, and that's a good thing. I'll just tell them that you're a little late. I don't know how it could ever keep anything that long. It seems like the cloud fills up pretty quick. Unless you buy more space, of course. Hey, you never know. Maybe in 500 years we'll be watching this stream from a different planet. I just prefer the one we got right now. If questions can't be answered, then that means there's still a quest out there for the answers. If things are so simple that everybody could answer them, I don't think that would be a fun place at all. It'd get a little boring. You gotta have the folks out there who strive to be better. And you do. And that's what puts a lot of people ahead of others out there. The quest. The thirst for knowledge. I'm at the age right now I probably know enough. Should I know more about certain things? Probably, but now we just go with the flow, take it as it comes. Good job, good job. I'll have to send that one over to Funny Guy, make you laugh. He's a subscriber here. He usually comes in once a week with a joke. Plain and simple. Well, that comes with old age, Charles. Maybe we have to forget things to make room to learn more. Well, welcome back, Chevy 5-Speed. How was your day? We're doing good, doing good. Thank you for that thumbs up. Yep. Well, the clock's going to run out whether I take her knee or not, but I'd rather it catch me by surprise. But we seek adventures every day of the week. They may not be great and challenging and, adventures that other people haven't done 1,000 times, but if it's new to me, it's an adventure. I find it an adventure nowadays just not to drive my wife crazy when I'm at home. I've met a few famous people. I think the most famous person is one who accomplished a lot and didn't take credit for it. I know a few of those people out there who have done a lot, helped out a lot, and stayed in the background. Kind of like me. More famous not to be recognized every time you turn a page. But I've met a few authors. I've met a few movie people, TV personalities. They're just people. We got famous people from this hometown, my old hometown. When you live on the country music highway, the one closest to the sun. Is that correct? And you know the old saying, beauty is only skin deep. And we got another thumbs up without a hello, people. Tell us hello when you pop in. I've asked that question many times. If you're taking off, we appreciate you hanging out with us for a while. Hasta la vista. Sayonara. Aloha. See you soon, man. See you soon. Hit that subscribe button, drop a comment for us on a video. We'll get you followed back. I know you got Camperman already following you, so Charles is probably already following you himself. So you'll pick up a few tonight, so return the favors, man, and come on back and see us soon. Still no shooting stars, Charles. No shooting stars. 2 nights in a row, and I don't know what happened this morning, but when I got up, we were robbed of 1 like. It was 20 when I shut her down, and we only had 19 this morning. So maybe someone took one back. I don't know. Silly kids. But what do you got now? 18? Yep. We'll see how it holds, but we got time to get a few more here. Roll call should be popping in here soon. Mrs. D hasn't come through yet. I think she's watching the baby while the kid takes a test online. Heaven knows I got nothing to do for about 30 days. Hang out with me, Charles. We'll do a 30-day live. See, we could do a collab, and when I sleep, you could pop on. When you sleep, I'd pop on. Or vice versa. Like, hey, take over. I'm going to go on a 2-mile hike. I'm like, I'm here, man. See, we just... Oh, I thought we had a second one. Welcome in, folks. Welcome in. 30-day stream. Keep it rolling. I've caught up on most all of my YouTube subscriber channels. I've started watching the silly YouTube movies on YouTube. Welcome in, folks. Welcome in. 6 people. 6 people hiding out in here. Let us know where you're from and what's going on. Charles, you got any plans for tomorrow? Sending that battery back tomorrow, I bet. We got you all figured out. And I did whisper that we hadn't had a train, and here it comes. Yeah, I found that in the long run, the best way to get rid of the toothache is to get rid of the tooth. But once I got the bottom all cleaned out, then I started getting those, what they call phantom pains, where you think you have a toothache when you don't have a tooth. A little shot of Jack to take care of that. A little Barbados rum. Welcome in, folks. How we doing? Hear that lonesome whistle blow. Welcome in, welcome in. Well, I got Charles in here. Camperman's probably still here. I say Falcon is still here. Who is the other one? Someone's hiding. I think Doctor Who has come and gone. Should be time for Scarface to pop in, unless my chat is frozen. 5 people, and only 2 of us. That is correct. Well, my little aircraft is almost completely out of sight right now. And I think it was last Sunday, Crunch popped in. He was back. Hello, woman. Have you thrown a thumbs up yet? Well, not for all. I think there's a lot of unstable 18 to 25-year-old people nowadays. But a swift kick in the butt for most of those people would not hurt a thing. A little, what do they call that, with a scared straight thing? I mean, some people are just not suitable for military service at any age. But a lot of people seem to think that the military service is all about getting out there and being in war. Thank you, baby. But the military needs people that are so far behind the scenes that helps the M-Day soldier fulfill the mission, that never gets a thank you for. I mean, there's plenty of opportunities and jobs out there for every person to be in the military to do, but a lot of people don't realize that any job you do in the real world, that they have that job in the military too. They got their own bus drivers, they got their own cooks, they got their own farmers, they got their own football players. You know, I play ping pong. Plenty of jobs out there. You don't have to join the army to go to war. So that is a tough question, Falcon, but no, I don't think every. And I don't think we should limit that to just the guys either. You know, if you got these women out there who want to be pronouns and identify as a man, sure, send them on over there. Pretty cool, pretty cool. A lot of laying around and doing nothing. But we're working on that slowly but surely. My wife is so happy to have me home all the time that she's going crazy herself. Not true. But kind of a normal weekend, except a lot less travel. It's going to be a long week, probably a long month. Now, Chevy, you did say you were from San Antonio, is that correct? I really thought I would get a response from the woman. Welcome in, folks. Welcome in. We're looking for about 3 more thumbs up before we get out of here tonight. Can we do it? So if you're just popping in, say hello. Get the pumpkin pie ready. That is for sure. Yeah, we're gonna need to give it a good month before we start getting pumpkins. Some of them look a little weary before Halloween gets here. Need to get fake pumpkins that you refill every year and recarve them. And that might be something we got to do, Charles. We'll go out and film the old pumpkin patch and let the kids pick their own pumpkins. Welcome in, folks. Welcome in. Say hello. Crazy cats. Well, at least the people are coming in and sticking around, unless someone's coming in as the other one's going out. But I think I've had enough coffee for tonight, and it's only 10:30. I watched Larry Sings there earlier today, Charles. I wish I could play the guitar. Mr. Roll Call is going to get us some videos of that solar panel hookup. That'll come in handy. Fishing Ray hasn't popped in tonight. I don't know what's up with Sissy, but she must be a busy lady. It's not a very small town. We have a couple colleges. I would say 50,000. Uh, you don't see too many on the street. We actually did see somebody was on the corner bumming today, but I know there's a few that try and come and hang out in the park all day long. But I mean, we have homeless that hang out in the park that drive brand new cars, and that's the only bill they have. You can see them on the street corner, they're bumming for gas, but yet they're sitting there on a cell phone, and they'll have a couple kids sitting in the grass, doing the family gather thing there, and the kids will have iPads and tablets playing on those, so how can you be out of gas but still have internet? Sometimes it just don't make sense. Welcome in, folks, welcome in. But I'm pretty sure that, probably homeless that hang out at other people's places, or I don't think any place is without homeless, but it's not a ongoing problem. We used to have more problems with the hobos riding the trains and getting off here in town. That used to be in the paper once a day, arresting people that were riding the trains. Not anymore. Now we went from a 7-day a week paper to, I think, it maybe twice a week. The internet has taken over. Welcome in, folks. We got about 19 minutes. We need about 3 or 4 more thumbs up out there. Yeah, but I think that comes to the state. I mean, warmer climate. Hello, South Valley Vato. What's up? What's up? It's been a month or two since you've been in. How's it going? I think if I was homeless, I'd definitely head for warmer weather myself. I definitely couldn't handle on the street here. Yep. Like I say, the warmer it gets, the more the problem you're going to have. And it's hard to keep them figured out who chose it and who couldn't help it, but how you been doing, South Valley? Hit that thumbs up for us there, my friend. Tell us about your weekend. Well, and yeah, and it depends on how you go through. It's like Barbados, you know, a beautiful, beautiful island to visit as long as you stay in the tourist section. Take a side road to get out and drive around the island. It's not so happy everywhere there. Most places are like that. They try to keep you on a certain area. Anywhere you go nowadays, there's always two sides, sometimes more. T-minus 15, folks. Share this baby out for 15 minutes and let's see if we can get 4 more thumbs up. I thought maybe South Valley would give us one. He's a subscriber, but he's in and out. If I could save time alone, the first thing that I'd want to do. I've been through the desert on a horse with no name, but in the desert, you can't remember the same. Welcome in, welcome in. Lots of people passing through, but nobody wants to say hello. Hello. Welcome in, folks. Tell us where you're from, what's going on. Bible, we've had several out there from the coast today. All the way up through Washington. Hello, Charles. Come on, folks. T-minus 12.5. Charles, is it like mine here when you go to share? You have to cut you completely out? I would say the whole city is kind of dangerous, but I don't think we're quite up to, you know, New York, Chicago standards, LA, nothing like that. But yeah, we have a few Funyuns that come through here too. There's a few streets you wouldn't want to live on. A few places you don't want to go. But I think all in all, you know, pretty safe for your children to walk around. But keep an eye on them. T-minus 11. But we're not too far from some worse cities. I won't name them, but you go 45 miles either way, and you're in a bad neighborhood. T-minus 10, people. Lots of noise coming from the inside. My little candle's about burnt completely out. Wow. Nothing but a wick left. But we got time for another train, evidently. T-minus 9. The kiddies really need me in there, evidently. They have sat here and watched the whole live. Yep. Some old hobo songs. Kind of grew up with the train songs and the truck driving songs. Cruising around in the 80s with my 8-track player. Nope, if I was inside and we put them out here, then they want to come back in. But if we're out here and they're inside, then they got to be out here. And that's why curiosity gets the best of them. Hello, Jerry. Welcome in, welcome in. How about a thumbs up, Jerry? Maybe Bible can answer that question for you. Bible, you take it away. Welcome back, Jerry. Hit that thumbs up. Oh. I see old BMX Ben is riding the train tonight, Charles. Welcome in, folks. Hit that thumbs up for us. And I see Camper Man has a new tent. Congratulations, Camper. I hope it's more stealthier than the last one. Charles, have we frozen or are you still there? T-5, folks. Still here, he says. Well, I guess Jerry didn't stay around. He just wanted to throw in a question there and move along. Oh yeah, that's about average, and I would say 850 is not a very good an apartment. Maybe a two-bedroom. They got some nicer ones around here that go for about $12.50. I mean, I was paying at one time about 600 for a house mortgage. But a lot of people like renting as an option. That way they have no maintenance to take care of, no insurance. I think now the state's going to require renter insurance, but don't have to worry about fixing anything or mowing your yard or shoveling your snow. Yeah, that's not a great place. Right next to the big bowling alley, Falcono. It'd be great. Yeah, I know. It's Florida either. We went down and tried to rent in Florida, and you could get a one-bedroom mobile home uh, for $1,500 a month, and then they wanted you to pay all utilities and lot rent on top of that. 530 Degler is some of the apartments that I work on. Falcon, Carter Apartments. Uh, Degler Street is right across from the other bowling alley. All right, guys, we got about 1 minute before we get out of here. I appreciate everybody. I used to live at Degler Street myself. Many year ago. I want to thank everyone for hanging out with me on this Sunday night. I do appreciate it. And Falcon, when you're ready to move, let us know. We'll find you a spot. Hopefully sooner than you think, but we're going to say goodnight, folks, and be out of here for now. And maybe we'll see you tomorrow. Depends on what we get into, but thank you guys, and we'll see you soon. And yet, one more train coming through.